Yes everybody, what's going on? We're here today and I'm coming at you with a revamped series, something we've done on the channel, but we're putting a spin on it. This is an episode of Head Shop Hunt. If you don't know what a head shop is, and a lot of people don't, to be honest, there seems to be a bit of confusion in the naming or things like that. A head shop is basically a smoke shop where you go to get your papers, your bongs, anything like that, anything you could think of to smoke. That's what you're here for. And here in the UK at least, head shops seem to be a dying art, man. I'm having to travel far and wide to find at least one head shop. However, I'm on the hunt for the best head shop, and today that has brought me here in the middle of the road to Greens, Worthing. Today we've set ourselves a budget. We've got 50 Great British pounds to find something in this head shop that we fancy. It could be anything from a piece of glass, from some new papers we've never seen, to a tray, anything. We're gonna go in, do some browsing, see what they've got to offer, maybe even speak to the people, find out a little bit more about the shop. So let's get inside and spend our 50 squids. You would have seen there in the montage, but there's some serious selection around here, man. We've got some choice to do. We've got some shopping to do. Let's have a little look around, see what's tickling our fancy, shall we? Let's start with the grinder. I've had mine a while now, so let's have a little look what they've got. We've got the Raw Hammercraft, the Elements. Ooh, the red one I'm fucking with. We could even switch it up and go for something like a mill. This is a grinder without teeth. Some people say they're better, but I don't know. Let me know in the comments, what do you think? Do you like a mill or do you prefer a grinder with teeth? I've tried both personally. I like the teeth, unless it's women. We'll come back to the grinders, I'm indecisive. Let's have a little look at the rip tips. Look at this for colorway selection. We've got all sizes, all colors. I like that there, the basketball one on the left. Look, we come over here. They also do something here called rip tip seconds, okay? And apparently they're ones that they deem like there's something wrong with them, but shit, you can look at these here and find me an issue, you know? They look pretty good to me, but that's how you know people care about the quality, right? If they're not gonna sell you something with slight imperfections that you might not even notice, they're looking out for you. Here we go, here's one of the seconds I was talking about. This is a 10mm rip tip. I mean, I can't see no issues. That looks like it's gonna smoke. We might have to cop one of these. I'm not gonna lie to you all, that yellow one's pretty sick, and for 20 quid, I think I'm gonna grab that. Look at this, boys. All the raw rings as well. I haven't got mine on today, but if you've seen some of the previous videos, you would have seen the double joint holder ring that I've got. That holds a joint as well. How cool. Raw Phoenix lighter, absolutely elite piece of kit, definitely worth the 8 quid. I was dubious about it at first as well, thinking 8 quid for a lighter, but nah, that windshield in the poker, elite. I was actually looking for a pop socket for my phone for when I try and stream in Amsterdam. And what better than a raw one? So we might grab that as well. Some more lighters for the collection as well, look at these. There's loads of different glass pieces to choose from in here, but I think I'm good on the rigs for now. Maybe a dab rig, which we'll have a look at in a minute. But a bowl or something like that, I could get behind. Maybe even a little carb cap. Look at this one. That goes hard. See, I like the colorway on that. There are some cool looking dab rigs here though. If you guys are following me on Instagram, then you'll know recently I broke the glass for my puff coat. If you're not, I'll leave my Instagram here, go and drop me a follow. That's the best way to keep up with all the day-to-day type of stuff. But yeah, if you didn't see that, I broke it. But here we have got some replacement glass with some cool colorways too. Now the actual puff coat glass replacements go for like 60 to 70 pound a pop. These 40 quid and a better colorway. Hey, maybe we take one of them. That's over the budget though. Maybe it will splash. We've just found some old High Times magazines. Look at this bad boy. Might grab one of these for the wall. That'd make such a sick decoration. So I'm actually going to grab 2 magazines. I'm going to grab this one here for the wall, the indica, sativa. We got a bit of the green, bit of the perp. And then this one here, look, it's weed in money. 2 things we fuck with. I know I said 50 quid, but these pivots, man, they've been catching my eye and I want one, especially with this glass adapter. Turn literally any rig into a dab rig with a ready to go dab. Yes, please. Look at this, we got the custom dabber. I'll fuck with that. A nice big scoop on it as well. You could definitely take some gram dabs with that. I think I've made my decisions. I think we're going to grab the magazines, the pop socket. We might go a little bit over budget, but I'm getting a rip tip. I've made the choice. I'm going to grab one. Was walking past and this tray's caught our eye. The clipper tray as well. We've got to grab this for the collection to go with the lighters, for sure. Time to find out if we went over budget. Let's see. There we go. We've made it to the beach. Let's go through our haul and see what we got. There we go. We've got ourselves parked up on some nice rocks and what a view. We've got a nice little seat here to go through the bags and show you guys what we ended up with. So here it is. Here is the haul. And I know you're wondering, Dills, did you stick to the £50 budget? Well, we went a little bit over. It was £57, but they niced us, rounded it down to a light 50. So let me show you what I got for 50 quid. 1 clipper tray. This is going to sit on top of our raw storage box. I think I had to get it. It goes so well with the clipper collection and it's kind of cool. I'll fuck with it. And that was only £7. We copped ourselves 2 new pieces for the wall, for the coffee table, for the desk, for anywhere. 2 things that I just think are sick, and they are the High Times magazines. We've got the indica versus sativa, and I went ahead and got the new money as well. You can't go wrong with these kind of bits. Together, these came to like £10. Well worth it in my opinion. Now, we couldn't go to a head shop without grabbing ourselves some papers, so I picked up the raw fatties. That way we can roll up big fat 3, 4, 5, shit, maybe even 6 gram joints. These are going to be coming to Amsterdam with me. I told you guys I needed a pop socket for my phone to hold it up when I'm taking pictures, maybe when we're streaming, hopefully. So we went ahead and copped ourselves the raw pop socket. I don't think there's a more fitting pop socket really, is there? And then last but not least, I did pull the trigger. I did go ahead and grab myself a rip tip. I got one of the rip tip seconds because I looked at it myself and honestly, I couldn't tell you the difference between this and one of the ones that they class as regular. And shit, if I'm trying to save myself 25 quid, why not? It's a hard colorway, I fuck with it. I can't wait to get this in a joint. Not a bad haul for 50 quid at all. Jesus Christ, the wind is doing me dirty. Deals with curtains right now and a wham looking forehead. What the fuck? Greensworthing was a really cool place, man. As soon as you stepped in, it was a nice greeting, a hello, friendly staff, a massive selection. Honestly, maybe too much selection. I had trouble picking what I wanted to look at. There were so many things, grinders, papers, lighters, accessories, every Puffco thing you could imagine. They had Carters, they had Dr. Dabbers, they had Pax Herb dry vapes, literally everything you could think of, they had it, man. So a really, really good variety in the shop. Staff super friendly and they were knowledgeable what they were talking about, right? Often I go into shops and I ask people, and usually they're more vape shops than head shops and they sell a couple of bongs and the people behind the counter don't have a fucking clue. But this was a real head shop, real cool people, knowledgeable staff, knew what they were talking about. So you've got to give them props to that. I said before we went into that shop, we were looking for the best head shops. We were going to go to some different ones. And guys, that was an absolute banger to start off with. We're going to have to give that a big fat 9 out of 10 on head shop rating. I had a wonderful time. I think the prices were good, the people were good, the shop was good. The only thing it was missing was a heady glass section. You know me, I like my heady glass, but you can't expect every head shop to have one of them 10, 5, £2,000 pieces laying around. You know what I mean? It's not the market for everybody. So that's the only thing I would have liked to see. Everything else spot on. Greens, I appreciate it once again. If you guys want to go and get yourself anything, I'll leave a little QR code here, a link, something like that. Go check them out, go get your essentials, let them know Dill sent you. And yeah, let me know in the comments if you cop anything and what you cop. And don't forget to let me know in the comments, what head shop do you want to see me go to next? Now, I've saved the best till last. The guys at Greens have hooked us up with a little goodie bag. I haven't looked through it yet. I gave you guys the ratings before because I wanted it to be biased, right? No, I didn't want it to be biased. I wanted it not to be biased and I didn't want to be swayed with gifts. However, I have been given some gifts, so let's have a look and see what we got, shall we? First thing we've pulled out the bag is this rip tip case, 3D printed magnet, room for all your rip tips in there. Look at that, that's a sick piece of kit for keeping them all nice and stored. And if you're gonna take them with you, that's going to stop them getting lost in your pocket. The guys were actually telling me in there that they work very closely with Rip Tips, and they're like their main distributor in the UK. So if you guys are after Rip Tips, then that's the place to be. They've got loads of different colorways, as you saw. Go check that shit out. Let's see what else is in the bag. This says greens on it. What have we got here? Hey, a nice little 3D printed stash spot. Can't go wrong. Always need places to store your weed. We've got ourselves some, yo, what are these? Oh shit, I actually haven't seen one of these before. This is a 5 gram King Palm. What the fuck? You guys know I love King Palms. We've done a few videos on them in the past, but I've never seen a 5 gram one. Let me know in the comments, do you want to see me smoke this bitch? I'm for sure rolling this up one time. We've got the raw doob tube. You can hold 3 doinks in that bad boy. We've got, what else have we got in here, man? This thing is packed. We've got lots of different hemp wraps. These are the cyclone wraps. We've smoked a few of these before. Little business card, there you go, check them out if you want. We're good on papers for a little while as well. They've hooked it up. We've got some ethereal, some blacks, the lyrical lemonade, some elements, and honestly, I could keep going. There's loads of papers, loads of tips, loads of hemp wraps in here, but there is 2 things that have caught my eye that I really did not expect to see in this bag, and they are more rip tips. Here we have an 8mm clear rip tip with the green rip tip on the side. This is going to be perfect for those gram, 1.2 gram joints that we roll. Shit, that premium feeling. You know what? I was a bit of a rip tip hater. I've been converted. The colorways have got me. I'm not too sure if I'm sold on whether they cool it down or not, but shit, now we've got a few, I guess we could put it to the test. And this here is the 11mm XL Tropicana colorway. Bro, that goes so hard. That almost goes as hard as the one I picked myself. Shit, look at that. Nice orange colors. Ooh, we're gonna have to roll some fatties with this. I just want to give one more shout out to Greensworthen for having me. Thank you very much for the gift bag. I didn't expect it. I really do appreciate it. I'm gonna use all of that. That's fucking sick. Guys, I'm gonna roll myself up a J, sit on the beach, kick back and relax. So I'm gonna love you and leave you. I appreciate you all watching. Don't forget to like, subscribe, comment, all that bullshit, and I'll see you all in the next one. To get stoned. Cheers, people.